Hello, we're here today with David Rieger from Regatta and his client, Mr. Woods. Before we turn over this beautiful home, we'd like to talk a little bit about the construction and design. Mr. Woods, what was your experience with the Regatta architectural design process of your new home?
Well, two things about it stand out. I had a pretty small lot, but I had huge ambitions. And I had all these rooms I wanted, all these functions I wanted. I thought, it can't be done on this lot. And Dave Rieger said to me, oh, it can be done, it will be done. And miracles kept happening as the house was being designed. And the second thing is, he would come up with ideas for my dream house that I hadn't even thought of. He'd say, what if we put this here? What if we add this feature there? What about this? And sometimes I'd say no, and sometimes I'd say, that's so brilliant, it's like you're inside my head. So it couldn't have been better. He was like a second me. He had a sense of what I wanted, and so that helped him come up with suggestions for me that were absolutely in line with what I was looking for.
Wonderful. So you feel that the home fits your lifestyle?
Couldn't possibly be better in that regard. I mean, as you'll see, it's a stunning house, but it has everything I want as somebody who works from home. I have like a wing of the house to myself quietly, and then children can be over here. I mean, it's something for everybody in this house.
I understand you use Regatta's interior design services to help select the design and furnishings for your home. How was that experience?
Well, it was indispensable because I'm not exactly known for my fashion or design instincts, so I really needed help on that. I don't want to have a beautiful house and then decorate it with Walmart furniture, or furniture that just doesn't work, doesn't fit, or the colors are off. And so when Dave offered to help me out, I said, yeah, fine. Yeah, in fact, just pick it out. Anything you pick out is better than what I would do. But what he came up with fit. The colors fit, the theme, there's an overall theme to the house. In other words, there are considerations that would never have crossed my mind. So when people come into this house, they're going to say, wow, that Woods sure knows what he's doing. And I'm going to say, you're darn right.
Now, what were you most impressed with?
I guess the fact that we live in a community where there aren't that many lots available. I have a postage stamp size lot, but I wanted to build my dream house for a long time. I didn't see how that could happen, but I feel like Regatta visualized it for me. They saw how it could happen, and they made it happen, and I can't believe that I'm sitting here about to live in it, that it actually occurred. I had dreamed about this, and then when we got here, I thought, well, I guess I'll have to scale back what I was expecting. No need to scale back.
That's brilliant. Now, what was your biggest surprise in your new home?
Well, I don't know that I can give you a specific one. It's just that I never thought I'd get to live in a house that looks like this. The attention to detail. For example, Dave would notice little flaws that not in a million years would I have noticed, but they would drive him crazy. If it was the last thing he did, he was going to get that flaw fixed. So the fact that everything is just so, and I can be extremely comfortable. I can't, in other words, there's nothing about this house where I'm going to say, I wish I had a house that did X, or I wish I had designed it so that it did Y. There's something the matter with me, all right? Put me in the loony bin if I say that, because this has been designed entirely with me and my family in mind.
Excellent. How would you describe the quality of your Regatta home?
Beyond belief. I mean, everything I've got is top-notch, top of the line. I have a beautiful office. My office has granite tops. It was custom made for me. Just things like that, attention to detail like that, all the way down the line. But look, I've got not only do I have a pool with a hot tub in it, but moreover, the pool will change colors and with a remote control. And I mean, who even knew there was a thing like that?
Now, what's your favorite aspect of the house? What do you love the most?
Well, I would like to be able to tell you it's my beautiful office where I can be super productive. So there's a part of me that feels that way, but the other part of me feels like I have a movie theater in this house. I have a theater room that is laid out so incredibly well, that has so many nice touches that are customized perfectly for the Woods family. And in particular, you can even see there are signs, the Woods Family Theater. We have a 3-year-old who refers to it as the movie theater. I'd like to go up to the movie theater. again, not something I would have thought I could. And I was thinking, it'll be a room with a big screen TV and a few chairs in it. Yeah, not with Regatta. It's an amazing experience in there.
Now, were you pleased with the process of working with Regatta?
Yes, absolutely, because Dave was constantly asking me, he wants to make sure I have plenty of input. It wasn't a situation where, I don't hear from him for 2 months, and then I come over and what the heck's been happening? He stays in contact with me, he updates me, and the thing is, like almost everybody else, I've heard horror stories. When I would say, I'm having a house built, people would say, oh, you're having a house built, don't you know how? Well, not if you're working with Regatta, because I was updated constantly. I knew everything that was going on. I approved everything. And anytime there was any kind of a problem, like there was a dent in something, so we got a whole new thing. I didn't have to worry about anything because I knew that there was a guy on the job who had incredible attention to detail and commitment to quality. So I had none of these, all these horror stories you hear, you can roll them up into a ball and throw them away because you're not going to have them with Dave.
So what would you tell someone who's contemplating building a home with Regatta?
Well, you're going to enjoy every aspect of the process, from the original design when you get blueprints, which to me was the neatest thing in the world. This is the blueprint of what's going to be my home, and you can make corrections and suggestions, and they're going to accommodate you to the greatest extent possible. From that, all the way through the different stages, they're going to keep you informed about it, and then up to the very end, Dave was even helping me furnish it, put little knickknacks here and there, fill little spaces, so that, sometimes when you look at a pre-made home and it's staged very nicely, you think, boy, that looks great. And then when you bring your crummy furniture into it, it doesn't look like the house that you bought. But Dave helped me, and Regatta gave me a house that frankly looks like a model house, except I live in it.
Well, Tom, thank you very much. Those are absolutely wonderful compliments, and we greatly appreciate it. And you have been wonderful to work with. And it's our congratulations to turn over your new home.
Thank you so much. Great moment this is.
Congratulations.
Thank you.